Hi, I'm Daniel from Tech65, and today we are unboxing the Belkin PlayMax wireless router. This is a brand new router by Belkin that was just announced and launched in Singapore merely hours ago from this recording. And you'll be wondering, what is the deal with unboxing a router? That's probably the most boring gadget we can ever unbox. But the truth is, there's something special about the way that Belkin actually packaged and prepared the routers. You know, one of the things about it, when it comes to an average consumer, the most difficult part to a router is actually setting it up for the first time. And if you watch a lot of other shows, let's say on This Week in Tech, for example, and other various tech podcasts, you know that one of the things that a lot of consumers do not do properly is actually setting up security. So, according to what we've heard at the press conference hours ago, Belkin actually prepared the routers in a very special way. So let's take a look and find out, what is so special about the way that they packaged it that might make it interesting to unbox. So let's take a look. So the Belkin PlayMax router is actually a wireless AND router. The new series of routers, there are 4 of them altogether, and they're all wireless AND. Let me just open this one right up. And this is the PlayMax is actually the highest end model in this particular series. And here we go. Just put this aside, and there you go. The moment you open up the box, you actually see this. This is actually a pictorial diagram to show you what to do, which is kind of good because straight away before you see anything, you see this. Step 1. Plug in the wire to the modem, the Ethernet to the modem, the power to electricity, and install the software. So, it's quite that simple. It's quite idiot-proof. And if you open it up, so you can see it right here. So, you can see that immediately it's actually already labeled. I gotta cover this one up. So right here you can see number 1 for the Ethernet cable, just like the picture outside, number 2 for the power. So it really is very idiot-proof. I mean, it's very simple, and you would think that actually this is enough, that they label it both like this, but they've actually gone even further. Let me just zoom in and just show it to you. They've gone in even further to physically connect wires for you out of the box. So I mean, you really cannot get wrong. I mean, sometimes, am I going to connect this to you're afraid that your grandma might connect the modem cable to the router switch or something like that. This one is already physically connected inside. So it's kind of, even the power actually, you think that, why would, who on earth, right, can actually mistakenly connect the power somewhere else? But even then, they've connected the power for you out of the box. I mean, that's quite insane. So, I thought this is very impressive to me. And I think it's a good thing that they did. The other thing that is more crucial with setup is actually the wireless security. So just give me a second right here while I take out the router from the box, because there's something that I want to show you. Let me just zoom out. This is the router itself. And what they've done is actually they've given you this particular card. And what this card gives you is that it gives you the SSID. So in other words, out of the box, right, Belkin actually generates a unique SSID for the router itself, and as well as a password for you. So out of the box, you don't actually have to think of another SSID. They create a unique one for you, and they create a password for you, and immediately, let me just show you, it's already secured at WPA2. So it's actually quite a, for a consumer, it's quite a secure level of security, wireless security. So it's great. You don't need to. I'm not sure whether other routers are doing this, because at Tech65 we don't usually play with routers. But I think the other companies should do the same as well. Straight away out of the box, secured immediately. No more Linksys, no more Belkin, no more blank passwords, completely unsecured wireless networks. So, and here's the coolest thing, right? So they give you this card, right? So look at that. They even give you a guest access network. So they give you a special SSID, which ends with the word guest, and they give you a separate password so that you can actually enter the network without having access to the other extra stuff, say your files or stuff like that, or you can actually change the custom one. And then what do you do with this card? So most of the time, this is another thing which I was very impressed with. Right, you can actually take this card, take the router, and just put it underneath the router right here in this slot, so that you keep it in a safe place where it's always with the router. Whenever your friends come or you got a new device, instead of hunting for that piece of card, you just lift up the router, and then you just take it out and refer to it, and to enter your SSID as well as your password. I thought that was very ingenious. It's very good on Belkin. I was very impressed, to be honest. Not that I'll ever worry about this kind of thing, but I thought it's very cool. I like it when they think about the consumers. So let's take a look at the router right now. So you got an LED light right here to show you the status of the router itself. And then you've got something called a WPS. Basically, it's Belkin's automatic setup thing. So you just push this button here, push the button somewhere else, and then they automatically link up and set up the router itself. If you take a look at the back, like I said, the cable is connected there. You have a 4-port switch and 2 USB ports. Let me just focus the camera for you to take a look. So you have 2 USB ports. You can use these USB ports with 3 things. You can use it with one. You can connect an external hard drive, and with it, you can do a like I said, a network drive, or you can use this as a backup. Right? There's a backup software that comes with the router itself. They call it Memory Safe. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. Or you can connect a printer. So there's a printer server built in as well. And the software that comes with it as well, I'm not sure if it's necessary for you to install it. It might just end up appearing as a normal network a network printer server, and according to them, the driver is stored locally on your computer itself rather than on the router. So that means that your drivers are always updated. So 2 USB ports. The third thing is a USB hub. You can actually connect a USB hub so that you can connect more drives. Like all router manufacturers that do this kind of thing, they will tell you don't connect too many stuff. I asked them whether you can connect 5 hard drives. They said yes, but might not perform as well. So I don't know why you will want to connect 5 hard drives. If you really do, I suggest you get a dedicated network attached storage. This is the number 3, the software. I am usually not very fond of software with routers. I usually just ignore them. And because I felt, you can do everything from the web-based stuff anyway, right? I don't like to install extra software on my computer. In this case, Belkin has actually been promoting the software that comes with it, right? There's actually a lot of software that comes with each of the router models that do special stuff. So maybe I should show it to you right now. So the software is both Mac and PC compatible. I asked them, is that 100%? They said yes. We will see about that. So, oops, sorry, hit the camera. So this is the software. They call them apps, alright? The word apps is a little misleading because they're not actually applications like you would think of. These are actually just features, the word that they use for features, right? And this is the PlayMax, the highest end model, and it comes with these 8 features. So they have something called Bit Boost, which is basically QoS, quality of service. You can prioritize certain kinds of connections, such as voice over IP or gaming, and then, or other stuff. There's some other funny ones like Music Labeler, and Daily DJ, Music Mover. Usually most people won't use them, but basically they're ID3 tag labelers, as well as some kind of iTunes Genius kind of thing, which I'll never use personally. Music Mover is basically they stream music out. I don't know whether are they using DLNA, but most likely it is, since it can connect to Xbox as well as PlayStation 3. Memory Safe is the software I was telling you about for backup. Alright, self-healing is supposed to detect network problems, and then Torrent Genie is the interesting one. Basically built-in BitTorrent client inside the router itself so that you can actually get it to download torrents for you without any computer in the network itself. So it will just do it and transfer it straight to the external hard drive that you have to buy separately and connect yourself. So these are the features. So wireless LAN, as I mentioned earlier, 300 megabits per second wireless N, okay? And then so they have actually 4 different models. Like I said, the PlayMax is the one that comes with everything. If you buy this, there's another one called the Share, which should be sufficient for most people. Alright, has everything except that they only have 1 USB port, and so in other words, they don't have all these extra stuff, which most people won't really care about, except the BitTorrent one. Maybe some of you might care about. These are all software, to be honest. Okay, the Share does not come with dual band, so this is actually a dual band modem, 2.4 GHz as well as 5 GHz. They have 2 cheaper models as well, which basically have no USB port, so none of these features except the network self-healing thing. Alright, so the prices. Let me just show you the prices for this router itself. The PlayMax, which is the one that I have here, Belkin actually has, this is another interesting fact that I learned, alright, they have both a modem model as well as a non-modem model. So the modem model is 249 Singapore dollars, and this one, which is just a router itself, is 199 Singapore dollars. If you want to find out more prices, I suggest you visit the Belkin website. If not, my time is up. That's why I'm speaking so quickly. If you have any questions, leave a comment or text65.org. Goodbye.